How's it going, friends? Almost forgot to unmute myself. It wouldn't be a proper stream start if I looked at the camera and then went, oh, that's right. I didn't hit the button. I hit the record button. Got to make sure I do that this time. But I didn't hit the unmute button. Because to develop good habits, right, you need to link things to like other processes. Clearly, I have not fully mentally linked the hitting of the unmute button to hitting the record button. Like smoking. You're right. Fix It Hard Die. Hello, Fix It Hard Die. Hello, Liv. Hello, Del Focus. Hello, It's Kaon. Hello, My Hero Zero. We are not doing the grill check as much as my Twitch video title stream description thing says. But this is, of course, as always, let's rank almost every Super Nintendo game. Part 37. Holy Jeebus. That's arguably a lot of episodes. I think once I hit like 50, it might actually be like, oh yeah, whatever. 50, I guess. But it's like, in the meantime, anything like over 20 feels like I've been doing this way too long. But also not that long. I've only been doing it, I guess, for like a few months now, or whatever that is now. Anyways, 150 games have made our list for this sizable experience. But also, of course, we gotta do the promo. Of course, this episode will be archived at YouTube. Oh, Jeebus, Lucky Hyena, how's it going? Really letting those emojis fly. This episode, of course, will be archived over here at youtube.com/@RJLee. If you're watching on the VOD, hey VOD, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. You know, I'd love to hear from you every now and then. It's all good. Of course, while you're over there, why don't you do the whole like, comment, subscribe thing? Makes us content creators feel good in our tum-tums. We love you very much for it. Of course, why don't you join us over here on twitch.tv/RJLee. That's where all the fun stuff and I just knocked the crap out of my desk with my elbow. Join these hooligans over here in this live chat. Why don't you come on over? Give me a follow if you don't mind. You know, you'll get a handy little notification every time I go live. But of course, if you do wish to support this show, you can always pass me a fine little Twitch subscription. That is going towards the bonus streams as part of the subscription goal. We've already met the 75 pass threshold, which I am currently working on that show. I have already noted for the video games portion, because it's a double header of bonus streams. First being the video games related portion, which we're doing ranking of Neo Geo games. I've got a lineup building. I'm literally looking at a giant list of every single Neo Geo game, being like, yep. No. It's probably a Magellon game if I say no. Or maybe it's just like an untranslated like quiz game that I... Look, that would be literally unplayable, right? Which there are many of those on the Neo Geo. Yikes! Burmick, what do you mean, yikes? Neo Geo's great. Neo Geo Evangelion. Get in the MVS, Shinji. I don't know, like very few people are going to probably understand that joke. Yeah, you're thinking of the 3DO Burmick, which also yikes, but also yes. Yes, please. Oh, we'll get to that. It's Kaon. Let's just put it this way. Like, I'm going through this Neo Geo list like alphabetically. Windjammers is going to be at the bottom of that list, but I know it's going to make the cut. It's absolutely going to make the cut, so don't you worry. Also, I should note, like, I'm adding like a ton of games. I highly doubt we're going to get to every single one of them for the bonus stream. Obviously, given the fact I don't have like a 24 hours to do it, we'll probably have to split this up into a couple episodes, right? But I'll probably do it for at least a full afternoon, right? When I say full afternoon, that probably means like literally going to see how many we can get through in like, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 hours. Who knows? Something like this, right? Until I feel like I'm too tired looking at Neo Geo games, essentially. Anyways, the other half Also being the Playlist LP, where I organize and curate 1 to 2 hours worth of fine music for these fine folks at home. And of course, all that music comes out of Customs Forge, the wonderful custom DLC rocksmith community featuring fine music being charted by people like Burmick, which, hey Burmick, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Thank you so much, Burmick, for all the wonderful charts you've obviously contributed over the years and whatnot, even as much as you like to say, oh, that's old. And that was like last year. Or no, sorry, maybe not last year. 2 years ago. Love y'all, of course, very much. Love that community. Shouts to everyone who makes a fine contribution there. Makes it happen for us, the Rocksmith peoples that love to play. All this wonderful music has contributed. And of course, they do it out of the joy of their hearts. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Of course, I'd be remiss not to note, because she's in our chat. Shoutouts. I almost put an S at the end of that because that's silly of me to do, because that's not how commands work. Although maybe they should on Twitch. Shout out to Fixer Her or Die. She is a wonderful streamer herself. Please do go check her out. She is, let's just say, FromSoft extraordinaire streamer. And also on top of that, there she is. Nope, I know how directions work. There she is. There she is. Spelling that correctly. Please do check her out. Of course, playing that good Gregory's Horror Show. I still don't understand what the heck is happening with that. More Gregory tonight at 7:30. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Love a live. My Hero Zero. Live. Space. Live. I got it. I got it this time. I got it this time. Hell Chef? I very much relate to Hell Chef. I very much relate to Hell Chef. Anyways. Please do check her out. Please do give her a follow at the very least. Or if you want, please do contribute a couple bucks. She would absolutely appreciate that. As always. Much love, right? All right. And of course, do please give Burmick a follow as well if you do not mind. Maybe support them as well if you're a music fan yourself or enjoy any of the fine Rocksmith streamers on Twitch itself. Burmick deserves it. The anti-streamer. The best hot dog streamer you'll ever see. Just saying. Just saying. Oh, your nation goes on Blue Sky. Don't listen to Burmick's like, don't believe his lies. I should start advertising my Blue Sky as well. Live. It's like, oh, Health Chef not appreciate. I mean, look, you just gotta put that candle out on top of their head or whatever it is, right? Anyways, we're all here today to see some Super Nintendo games, right? I figure, as people know, I have a rhythm that I like to follow when it comes to this show, right? Is Blue Sky tolerable? Things have been difficult recently, right, Burmick? Obviously, which I absolutely acknowledge, right? Things have been difficult recently, given current events, so it is what it is. But overall, let's put it this way. There's less nightmare people there. Not saying there aren't none, right? But there's a lot less, so that's a plus. Yeah, no algo, right? The algo is like, hey, you want to hit that discover link or discover button, which takes it to like hot around the world or whatever, then yeah, you can click that if you want. But like, your timeline is your timeline, right? It's the people you follow and their reposts or posts. That's it. It's like, that's it. That's literally it, right? No ads or anything yet, of course, right? So it's not bad. It's not bad. So anyways, first game. Let's take a look at this, shall we? If you haven't realized it already, because it was the first thing that I threw up onto my title screen. Ooh, there's that good Konami sound. Let's hear it again, because I'd love to hear it. Of course, we are playing, well, if you didn't catch that quickly, Let's watch this intro. I think there's an intro for this game. So I had this game for my Super Nintendo. Like, actually had the physical cart. This is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tournament Fighters. I'm not going to lie. I thought today I was going to play a bunch of fighting games again and then make, of course, the joke. It's like, it's Fight-Vember, fam. Let's go, right? But I was like, nah, it's like, I was looking at the list, okay? And the list looked a little sparse on the bottom. So I'm like, okay, let's fill this up with a little bit of trash. Which, who knows? We'll see where it lands. Because I have a lot of those games to play. But also I'm like, you gotta start the show off with a banger, right? And I had this game growing up. Of course, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Very popular franchise. One could hypothetically say even more popular than ever, right? Fierce Punch, Normal Punch, Fierce Punch, or Fierce Kick, Normal Kick. Easy, yeah. Just a 4-button fighter, right? Nothing on the triggers, surprisingly. If I recall, you want to juice up the time a little bit in this game. Let's keep the speed at normal. 5 credits, or a sound test. Ooh, yeah. Oh, hear that late beat dropping in? It's got more juice than I thought. Speaking of juice, I should double check the audio. 1 second. Probably use a small boost, in my opinion. I don't know how loud this game's going to get later, so we'll see. It's probably a little bit better. Let's add a couple. Yeah!
Perfect!
Perfect! That's a good sound of perfect.
Perfect!
I like that.
Round 2. Round 3.
Let's turn this down a little bit. That's a little hot, in my opinion. Excuse me. That's probably better. We'll hear all this music later. Alright. Let's get started. So here's what I know about this game. Obviously, I have not played this in a very long time. Obviously, very much a Street Fighter-like clone. Tournament battle is, you're pretty straightforward, single player mode versus obviously 2-player, play against another person. Let's do story mode, okay?
Turtle combat!
And of course, watches, you just spectate, right? In this mode, you can only play as the 4 turtles. There are more characters in this, but, like, you're playing the turtles in the story, so, like, pick a turtle, right? Who should I pick? I like playing as either Mike or Raph. Raph is okay, but, like, in my opinion, Michelangelo, my boy, he loves pizza. What else can you say? The Evil Shredder has been driven from New York City. The streets of New York City are calm once again, but a new player is in town. A cold-hearted... I didn't catch that at all. Reporter O'Neill is already missing. Those will show will soon realize that someone else says, I can't read that fast. Here's the said turtles. The 4 emotions of waiting for pizza? Yeah. I'm holding your friends. If you want to see them again, you must bow before the force of the Shredder Elite. Karai, which is, I believe, Shredder's daughter. Was this console only, or did it have arcade? And yes, Pixar and I live. She is correct. Console only. But it's like there were a bunch of different versions of this game, essentially, right? It's like this version was unique. The Genesis version had a unique version as well. Even the Turtles in Time version of the game for Sega Genesis was different. I believe it's called Hyperstone Heist. Of not this game, sorry, of Turtles in Time is what I'm talking about. And even the NES fighting game, significantly different. I like this little custom portraits for each of the turtles. That's fun. Cute yellow polish thing. I didn't even see. There's Bebop in the back. I believe this is War. He goes, wow! I will not let you go forward. Huh? Crazy mutant? Let's beat him so we can find April and Splinter. Okay. Listen to this jazzy-ass music, though. Good lord.
Fight!
See, got a light punch. Oh gosh, that was huge throw spacing. So, oh my god, Michelangelo has like a charge back and then press forward and punch for that little rolling attack. This is wild how much distance he is getting on that throw. My firewall is like a half circle and a punch, I believe. Oh my god. Oh boy. I believe I also have a charge upper, which got us killed. Here's everything I know about this. I remember about this game. This game is hard as hell.
Round 2.
Like, so hard. But also the other thing I understand about this game, it has pretty good fighting game mechanics, okay? Like, in terms of like things that can combo, right? There's nothing telling you oh gosh. There's nothing telling you got like a combo. There's no, you know, thing saying, hey, you got like a 3-hitter multi-hit combo or something like that. But it does. You can feel like the frame canceling, if that makes sense to anyone out there, obviously, where it's like, you know, being able to chain moves together and them being unblockable, right? You know, I think this game looks pretty tight, in my opinion, right? Like it... Oh, gosh. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. Oh, God. We're super dead. We're going to die on the first... Usually that first fight you can at least get by, right? Gosh, should I, like, turn the difficulty down? You know, beat war! Yeah, like, you know. 4 credits continue. Let's back out of this. Game over! Game time! 1 minute, 38 seconds. Cool. Cool. Let's turn the difficulty down a touch, shall we? Holy jeez. Let's try this again. There's a championship edition ROM hack of this, says Liv. One that people seem to really like. That's interesting. It has April, she's a babe. That sounds good. Let's try Raph. See if I can remember how any of his moves. I think he's mostly a charge character as well. A lot of charge characters in this game, if I recall. You know, otherwise, you know, I'm basically doing charge moves. I'm doing Hadoukens, right? Pretty standard stuff. There's also like super moves. Guys, Chrome Dome, I believe.
Round 1.
There's no super meter though in this story mode, which is kind of weird. Right, it's like this power drill. Like, I remember these sound effects quite a bit. Also got like this. Ow. Jeez. I'm mistaken, I haven't. So this Raph... I'm pretty sure Raph has a fireball. I'm trying to figure out how to do it. Ow. There it is. Jamboree! That's... unmistakable. Jamboree! Right? Like, sure. Who needs to say Hadouken, right? Like, instead, why don't you say Jamboree, right? I like that. Yeah, let's kick shell. I'm into that. Let's try Wrath, is what I say when looking at the deadly sins. Thanks, my hero, sir. I love that these, like, moves have, like, multi-hits on them, right? The funny thing about this game, though, is, like, as that multi-hit is happening, if I'm not mistaken, let me see if I can do it. I can absolutely, like, still charge a move up while it's happening. Oh, gosh. Like, I can put an enemy in block stun like this and kind of keep them there just by, like, constantly hitting, like, special moves at them. Which is, like, kind of broken, if you ask me. There's some really broken-ass combos in this game. Like, if I'm not mistaken, like, Shredder is especially a broken character in this game. And when I mean broken, I mean, like, you can, like, do some real unbalanced, gnarly combo kind of stuff. Your friends are not here. I'm not even sure where here is. Oh, poor robot. Also, I don't know who this guy in the blue is in the back. I've seen him all the time playing this game growing. Oh my god, Raph just went back to his home planet. Right, the turtle blimp. I forgot about this. I'm just like, why did Raph just fly off the screen like that? Oh my gosh. But yeah, I don't know who that blue guy in the back is. I've never looked it up either. Here's this lady. Asuka, possibly? Not the Japanese pro wrestler. But look at this big frog. Big frog, my Hero Zero. Oof. That's Zack? He's a neutrino? What's a neutrino, Liv? Just like... Are they like a mutation of something else, or are they just like an alien or something? They talk like greasers and from Dimension... Oh, that's an incredible way to spell dimension. For Dimension X? Good lord. Oh gosh, you just give me like... a running bulldog, I believe? That's what that move is? I think she's also got like a butt bounce, if I'm not mistaken. Oh gosh, she's got a Shoryuken. Hit him with that jamboree, right? Yeah, I got the slow one to mix it up, right? Ow, 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 ow. So like a lot of people got like, you know, these like dash and multiple hit attacks, which is fun. I don't mind that, right? Otherwise, like, I'm mostly just mashing combos out. I'm not doing anything fancy, you know? Like, special moves are what they are, but... Hell yeah, there we go. I don't know what he says. Kickbuster? Possibly? Hot rodding teenagers from Dimension X. Sure! I guess. So they're aliens, right? Is what we're saying. They are just aliens. Yeah, these turtles are getting money, like, because like I believe the whole thing is like this is literally a tournament held by Shredder. Is the idea, I think. The money, I think, is just points, obviously, but it'd have been fun if they like actually made that matter in some way, right? Hell yeah, that's a good combo, in my opinion. Oh gosh. Well, sometimes we don't land it. Jamboree! Also, like, every turtle has a backdash with this little somersault, right? Like, yeah, she's like, hey, what's up? Raph does a suplex? This game's alright. You wanna know how to sell me on a game? Make someone do a suplex. I totally forgot Raph could do that. That's alright, in my opinion. Alright. Hey! That's... it's just... Goodbye, house. Yeah, it's a down payment, at least, right? That'd be like, you know, 10-15% for sure. Look at what this guy. I think Wingnut, right? Which is like the most freaky looking bat with the tiniest little wings you've ever seen, right? This power drill is just a drill claw from that Wolverine does, right? From Marvel, which is real fun, except in multi-hits, I guess. Also, he's just blocking everything I'm throwing at him. At least, you know, there is chip damage on your special attacks, at least, which is good. Chest buster, I think he's saying. Not... Ow. Not landing a lot of hits here. It's just blocking everything. Come on. It's like the AI is like, again, pretty suave at blocking most things in a safe way, right? Fun fact, the Genesis MD version of this had the same name in Japan, but in the Super Nintendo, Super Famicom version, renamed to TMNT Mutant Warriors. I don't know why that is. I'm very curious, actually, Liv, do you know how popular the Ninja Turtles are in Japan? I actually have no idea, to be honest. Like, obviously being an American export, right? I can appreciate how there's like different low or different light and heavy attacks depending how close you are. What about Full House Tournament? Ah, jeez. Who's in the top tier of that game? It's Kaon. Like, is Uncle Jesse like top tier? That suplex is great. Currently, no clue, but they definitely had a run. Yeah, I guess. I guess, you know, they made it in the EU real big with Mutant Hero Turtles or whatever, right? John Stamos, S tier? Yeah, probably. Uncle Joey probably like F tier, right? Like, Uncle Joey probably doesn't even rate, for being honest. What about, shoot. What's the one, friend's name that she, like, was good friends with DJ? What was her name? It's like, it's like, she would have real good, like, assist energy, right?
Round one.
Kimmy? Yeah. I think it's Kimmy, right? Oh gosh, I forgot about Rat King. It's got this, that just basically got a dive kick. I think that's like kind of his only special move, if I recall. Thankfully, this like somersault kick or chest buster, if you prefer, seems to be doing work. Also, look at how much damage that does. It's also like not consistent either, which I find very strange. Oh, that's a big suplex. Oh my god! Oh my god! Stop it! Oh Jesus! Jesus! I just. I don't remember that at all. Look how little damage that does. And then, like, sometimes when I land it, it does, like, so much more. Like, look how much damage that throw did. That's ridiculous. Like, either those life bars are, like, just effed. Or, like, there's extra damage modifiers that I'm just not aware of, right? Also, notably, no air blocks, by the way. Just get this chip damage out. Oh my god. Oh my god, come on! No! I'm... Well, at least we got to see the rat. That I forgot about that sound. It goes, rat bomber. Like, that's pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. It does a big old power bomb thing. Let's try one more time. I guess let's try Donatello. I'm avoiding Leonardo because I think Leonardo's kind of lame, obviously. As does everyone. Does this start actually at Rat King, or does it? Okay, it does. What's up with Don's face? I don't know. It's just... He looks fine. What are you talking about?
Round one. Fight!
I don't remember how to play as Don, but I remember he has this, which is like ridiculous. And he's got that distance, right? He's got that bow staff. I think he's got a projectile. Oh my god. Rat bomber. Ground claw. Okay. Yeah, that's just a Hadouken. Does he have a charge kick of sorts? Oh my god, just do this move. Okay, got that throw in. Oh my god! Trading throws. Cool. This game feels a little bit broken, I'm not gonna lie. Like, something about like this fighting game is like really fun, but it feels very wild still, right? There's not a lot of refinement here. Like, I mean, it's the age of like, you know, what year did this come out again? I've forgotten. Hold on. 1993. Okay, so a couple years after Street Fighter 2, right? Which, you know, if you've forgotten, Street Fighter... No, wait, sorry. Yes, Street Fighter 2 was 1992. Sorry, I thought it was 1 year before that, but... So this game was 1 year after Street Fighter 2, but then Hyper Fighting with Turbo came out in 1993, so... I don't know which one came first. Because obviously, like, Turbo didn't even have, like, super moves and stuff in it. This game did. Which is kind of interesting. Also, a big headbutt by Dawn. That's right. So I have a slide kick, which is cool. Out of here. Oh, right. I have a button mash. Kind of E-Honda style. 100-hand slap. Just kind of broken right now if I just kind of keep doing this. I have a turbo button, so I can just hold on to this if I really wanted. Perfect AI. Perfect. First SNES TMNT game, says Liv, came out before the cartoon or anything got imported, so it was retitled roughly Legend of the Turtle Ninja? That sounds terrible. Oh shit, it's April. What's up, April? Are you alright? I'm fine, but they took Splinter off to some old pirate ship. Yeah, of course. Everyone remembers the great New York pirate ship, right? It's like just off of Manhattan, basically. I'm fine with they. It's a great way to correct someone on your... Yeah. Thanks, April. Where is Master Splinter? Who? I never heard of him, but I will enjoy kicking you out of my ship. What's this guy's name again? I forget.
Round one. Fight!
I think Armagon? Is that right? Oh gosh, that... It's got that big swooping... Oh, Jesus Christ! This count asks, have you done Saturday Night Slam Masters? Not yet. We'll get there. How do I just do this again? I like that I can slowly move doing this. If I do like the fierce attack version of it. Gosh, this just... Enemy doesn't know what to do with this, huh? Okay, maybe kind of they do. I can appreciate it does chip damage. Oh, jeez. Look at that big octopus, though. That's fun.
Round two. Fight!
Ah. How do I do that spinning kick with Donatello? I did it once, but I can't get it to come out again. Oh my gosh. He's kicking our ass. Oh my god. I don't like playing as Donatello that much, I'm not gonna lie. It's not incredible. Let's get out of this mode though, alright? Let's check out some of the other characters and then we'll move on from this. I love beating up on people, especially mutants. That's fucked up, dude. Also, what that mouth do? Seriously. Great. I love that it keeps time for you, just in case you really need to, like, get your speed running in, right? I now remember Street Sharks with a thing. Street Sharks, that's a whole rabbit hole. It's K-On! I don't know if we have time to do that. There's like... What's his name? Jordan. What's his name? The guy who wrote the book. This Jordan Mallory? No, not Jordo. Let's pick Shredder. Peterson? Nope, especially not that one, Del Focus. He wrote a book this year with like a bunch of like best games of all time, and invited like a lot of very good video game writers to help contribute. Am I mistaken on this? But they helped proliferate the whole thing about Street Sharks being a real TV show when it absolutely wasn't. They were like, there was like he like made up a character and then somehow got people to believe that enough to like have the Mandela effect and stuff like that. Here's Shredder. He's got a big rushing uppercut, which is fun. Just also super broken in my opinion. It's also got this little knees. It's mostly a charge attack character. Also, we're getting our ass kicked still. But like the big thing with that move is... Okay, there we go. We got our special, which I don't remember how to do. Just to mash something out and hope something happens. I have it. Reflect. There we go. I don't know how he did that. Just, you know, mashing the Hadoukens. Jordan Miner. Thank you, Del Focus. Jordan Miner, basically, he's a very wonderful writer, obviously. I think he used to be with Game Informer, obviously, until the Game Informer had to shut down with, you know, yada yada yada. Yeah, Video Game of the Year, yes, thank you. Long story short, he helped proliferate this, basically the lies about Street Sharks as a troll, and people absolutely fell for it. Look how much damage that did! Ridiculous! I love it. Oh, Shredder, you're so broken. Yeah, Austin Walker's got a piece in there. I know Dan Reichert contributed something. Bunch of, I want to say Alex Navarro, I think, might have wrote an article in there. Shredder got a bunch of money, sure. There's a lot of people put in a lot of contributions for that thing, and it seemed really cool. I didn't buy it because, well, I don't have any money right now, but yeah, no, it seems good. Look at this big lady back here. New, but new what? I don't know. Also, this Konami sign super rules. Great mutagen. That's funny, I guess. Oh no. God, the fact this covers the entire screen is ridiculous. Rising Thunder. The fact I can do... Y'all probably don't notice at home, because I'm obviously the one with control here, but like, that charging uppercut, I can charge it as he's doing it, which means as soon as the move is over, I can like cancel right into it. So it's like, I can kind of do that move non-stop if I get the execution right. Like this. Like, that's stupid, but incredible at the same time. Oh gosh. Iframes on that backdash though, that's cool. Such a cheap character. So cheap. Shredder is so oh sorry. Cyber Shredder. I forgot he's got the C in front of his name here. Ridiculous character. I mean, he's Shredder, so like, of course, I guess, right? Let's reset. Let's find a different character. Shredder's cool though, like in this game at least. It's absolutely ridiculous. But
Turtle combat.
Who haven't we seen yet? Just the boss characters, which I guess we've technically seen every character, right? I guess we haven't seen Leonardo. All right, let's play as Leonardo. I'm glad they made Leonardo kind of a sympathetic character in that new Ninja Turtles movie. What's that thing called? Not like Mutant Mayhem or something. What was it? That animated one that was pretty well received. What's the dude in Jason mask called? Why is it? Well, you're talking about like Friday the 13th. It's K-On! He's basically Shredder in a lot of ways. Yeah, I get that. But is it not Mutant Mayhem? Did I get that wrong? Or it is? Again, I'm so bad with names, y'all. You know how it is. Yeah, it is Mutant Mayhem. That's right. Okay. Maybe my memory is better than I thought, but I gaslight myself into believing otherwise. Yeah. Like, and Turtles, he wore... Oh, you're talking about Casey Jones. It's K-On! Sorry, you're right. Casey Jones is not in this game, surprisingly. He's like in the background on some like the stage maps and stuff like that, but that's it. You would think he'd be like a shoo-in for a character though, right? You're not wrong. But yeah, in Mutant Mayhem, like they made Leonardo kind of a sympathetic character, which I think is a interesting move, right? How do I do? Well, I got that fireball attack, that slash, right? I want to say like I have like a spinning attack. Yeah, that's good. There it is. It's just a backwards Hadouken. I might have like one more move. Can't remember. You could just duck that though. That's not great. Oof. Oh, but that's my super. Just shooting out hundreds of fists. That did work. Also, I just realized like super move is basically just like a Hadouken and X and A at the same time.
Round 2.
Or Y and A, sorry. So both strong attacks. Now you'll note, says Stealth Focus, 2 swords. I have no comment. I have nothing to say about that, Stealth Focus. None whatsoever. No, my Hero Zero, no. Oh, how'd I do that? I think that's a charge? Was that a charge move? I think it might have been. I remember Leo being an okay character in this. Not incredible, but like, okay. I wouldn't call it like, you know, top tier or anything like that. Let me figure out how to do that jumping slash thing. Thanks, April. I think this game's still pretty tight. Like, flaws even aside, right? Like, it's... I don't want to say forgivable because it's early time in fighting games still, right? But it's like... It still feels really good. Ow. I don't know how I did that jumping slash thing. I can't seem to pull it off. It's fine. Oh gosh. Like, you know, it's like... It feels like a little bit like a Street Fighter 2, but with like a little more juice, right? Which is what you want from fighting games of this era. It's like, take what Street Fighter 2 was doing as a template, and then do something a little more with it, right? Do something interesting. Oh, there we go. We did it somehow. Okay, that's just a Shoryuken. Oh gosh, we're getting our ass kicked. I like how the music gets faster as life bars get lower. You know, that's a nice touch, always, in my opinion. Sprites look pretty good, all told. I like the sound effects, right? The damage is very weird, in my opinion, still, but hey. That's fine. Again, not the most refined product in the world, right? just gonna keep doing that over and over again, lady. That was ridiculous, how much distance I got on that throw. Also, it barely did any damage. Again, sometimes the damage just doesn't make sense in this game. I like all the little flair, right? Like, the character... Like, this is even before, like, Super Street Fighter did it, right? Where it's, like, little portraits of the character near the life bar, right? April looks pretty good here, right? Like, they got a lot of things right. Except for, you know, putting this Statue of Liberty dead set in the middle of the United States. That's not exactly correct, but, you know. Seems like having two swords is a huge
Round one. Fight!
I wanted to avoid that comment so bad, I screwed up my layout. Shredder had it moved. Yeah, I guess. Like, no, we're putting it in, I don't know, like what state is literally right in the middle of the country? Is that like, I don't know my US geography all that well. What would have been Kansas? Yeah, sure. Sure. Imagine the Statue of Liberty being Kansas. The Technodrome now sits on. Oh yeah. I mean, it's Kaon. If Shredder, or I guess Krang, if Shredder and Krang were wise, they would move the Technodrome to like Kansas, right? Like literally buttfuck nowhere. Maybe even like, I don't know, in the Northwest or something like that, right? Montana. Put the Technodrome in Montana. Who's going to want to go there, right? No sewers out there. Excellent defense. Excellent. No one's going to know what the hell you're doing out there, right? Obviously, they're going to have to, like, you know, make up that cost in logistics, having to send people out, right? The Foot Clan and yada, 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 right? But I guarantee you that turtle van don't got the mileage to make it out there from Manhattan. You know what I'm saying? No turtle van is making its way from fucking New York City to the middle of effing nowhere in Kansas. And those turtles, they're not hitchhiking. They can't take a flight. What are they going to do, right? Take the turtle blimp? That blimp is going to take at least, like, what, a week to get there or something, right? There's no way it can move that far, that fast. And by then, it's like, oops, we moved the Technodrome from Kansas to New Mexico. Sorry. Try again, turtles. Ha 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 ha. Right? Like, just saying. Homesteaders would blast that thing out of the sky. Also, the Automod catching my Hero Zero for saying come and go. Long time drilling from New York to Pacific Northwest. Yeah. Yeah. Not wrong. Not wrong. Anyways. Where's this game go on our list? I only plan on playing maybe about 2 or 3 games today, so... Because I know Liv is probably going to be starting her stream somewhat soonish, right? So let's get this game on the list. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tournament Fighters, 1993. I would say, let's find a fighting game in the middle or something, right? This game is better than Best of the Best. I can guarantee you that. This game is also better than Final Fight. Sorry to Final Fight. This game is also better than Cannon Fodder, in my opinion. It's better than Gourmet Warriors. Bring the drone to real America. Liv, I'm willing to bet they could recruit a lot of people for the Foot Clan out there. A bunch of bored-ass teenagers. Liv, remember the TMNT movie, right? Where it's like those like street kids go into like that Foot Clan hideout for the first time, you're like, oh, this is awesome, right? With like the arcades and the pizza and the smoking and the indoor skateboard ramps, right? Like, throw some, like, you know, Midwest teenagers at that. They'll be like, holy crap, yeah, let's go. Sign me up. Gosh, that's really grim, My Hero Zero. Speaking of cigarettes, TMNT taught me about menthols. Oh, what a movie. What a movie. That movie should probably be a film club pick, right? That and like Secret of the Use. Hell, even the third one, right? That was the, what's the hell's the third one called? Is it just called Ninja Turtles 3? It is just called TMNT 3. Oh, alright, sure. I thought I had a subtitle on it, but I guess not. 1993. Was that before or after Turtles in Time? Let's take a quick look. Just Turtles in Time. 1992. How about that? You think like the TMNT 3 movie, they're like, TMNT Turtles in Time, really hot right now. Let's send them back in time. Let's send them to Japan. Seems reasonable to me. I don't know. It's probably an Eastman and Laird comic about this or something, I'm guessing, right? If I had to guess. What are the 2016 Turtles? They look like Nightmare. Yeah. That's the, who made that again? Del Focus? The Transformers guy, right? I don't remember names, obviously. The Bad Boys guy, right? Did Bad Boys, did Transformers, Bad Boys 2, Michael Bay. Thank you. You like how like I try to think of another movie? I went from Bad Boys to Bad Boys 2, which does not help me at all. God damn it. They produced it, but the director was someone else. No one. Oh. TMNT 2016. Out of the Shadows. Jesus Christ. Right. Megan Fox was in this. Dave Green. Who the hell is Dave Green? All I see here is made a viral short to promote Final Destination 5. That probably says a lot right there. Oh my god, no way. What? Oh my god. Liv. This David Green dude is the same dude who had the canceled Wile E. Coyote movie, Coyote versus Acme. That was supposed to have like John Cena and stuff in it. Holy shit. That's an incredible link, in my opinion. Like the movie that got canceled because David Zaslav is like, fuck this, we need the tax write-off. Yeah, the Forbidden Acme movie. This Dave Green guy directed that. That's wild. Huh. Where does Tournament Fighters rank? I need to get this moving. Sorry to Ganj, but wait, no, where was I? Good lord. Right, we're past Stone Protectors. I'm sorry to Ganj. This is better than Stone Protectors. It's better than Joe and Mac. It's better than Fighter's History. Another game that feels very wild and nascent for the time, obviously. Although this game is after. Because Turtles and Tournament Fighters was 93. This is 94, which is interesting. It's not better than Addams Family. It's K-On! I don't know what to tell you. According to this list. Might say otherwise. I think this game is better than Dracula X. As much as, Dracula X has a lot going for it, but not the one you want to play. I think we're getting... I think Tournament Fighters is also better than Stunt Race FX. I do. it's better than Aladdin. I think it's better than Legend of Mystical Ninja. Start working downwards. It's not as good as Pilot Wings. It's not as good as Uniracers. It's not as good as Street Fighter Alpha 2. It's not as good as Final Fight 3. It's not as good as Harvest Moon. Not as good as Contra 3. Not as good as Super Ghouls and Ghosts. I think we're in the zone. Better than Zenihon. Gosh, I would love a translation patch of this game. If I had a translation patch of this game, I know I would love it so much more. So I could understand like the card customization stuff. That racing feels so freaking good. I don't want to hold my phone up to every menu in that game as I play it, but I have to, right? This game I think is lower than NBA Jam. It's not the NBA Jam that you want to play though, right? The only reason this is the good NBA Jam, also including the Genesis one, in my opinion, they're not too different, if I recall correctly. I haven't played the Genesis one in a very long time because I had the SNES version. But like, it's not the arcade game. But you didn't have to dump quarters in, right? It's not a great reason to only own it at home. Arcade, SNES, and Genesis? Okay. Deciding on if it's better than Killer Instinct. Killer Instinct is interesting, but it's not as fun. I'll admit this. The fighting in TMNT Tournament Fighters, as wild as it can feel, it's more fun than the fighting in Killer Instinct. As interesting as that combo system was, and like didn't find proper maturity until the modernized version that came out on Xbox, and then obviously to PC, right? I think that was on, I don't remember if that was, I don't think that was on PlayStation, right? Because that game had Microsoft money out the gate, if I recall, for the for that remake. Not remake, that is a whole new, brand new Killer Instinct. It's better. But is it better than Ogre Battle? Man, Ogre Battle's pretty... Talking about interesting games, right? I get more hype playing tournament fighters, obviously. I like fighting games, what can I say, right? It's not the kind of game Ogre Battle is. I honestly think it belongs beside Power Rangers. You mean this Power Rangers game it's K-On? The fighting edition? Was holy cow, that's high. Were you saying it was too high before? I don't think... This is going to sound really funny. I don't think Tournament Fighters is as good as this Sailor Moon fighter. Oh, you think it belongs to like the bad Power Rangers game? Wow. That like... The only one we've played is Power Rangers the movie and that Power Rangers kart racer, which is not good. Not good. I think Tournament Fighters is pretty good. Not just because I own it. I think it's like it's doing just enough more interesting things than Street Fighter 2 is and building on something that Street Fighter 2 absolutely was not doing yet, right? Like, let's put it this way, like Super Street Fighter 2, the new challengers, right? Didn't even have super moves yet, but this game did. And Super Street Fighter 2, the new challengers, was 1994, right? That's wild, right? think this is better. And I think it's better than NBA Jam. But I don't think it's better than Super Ghouls and Ghosts. That feels right to me. NBA Jam's good. Incredible multiplayer experience. Don't get me wrong, right? I think NBA Jam is... It's a lot of fun. But I'm not gonna lie. I think NBA Jam is overrated for how people think it should, how it plays. People remember a lot of, like, the aesthetic and the flash and dash of NBA Jam is incredible, and I would never take that away, right? But it doesn't play as good as you think it does, right? It's got that garbage ass rubber banding, which you don't turn off, right? It's a bad time. It's a real bad time. I get why they do it in the arcades. Make games a little bit closer, not blowouts and stuff like that. Try and make it more interesting. But it's mean, right? And like, the blocking in that game is a little goofy at times, right? Stealing doesn't always work the way you want it to. It does some interesting things with like the turbo button, obviously, right? Going on fire if you get a streak. Sounds good, looks good. But it's way more breezy than you think it is, right? It's not a lot of depth there. Not that there should be. Not saying there has to be, but it's like it's not my favorite midway game in that way, right? I'd much rather play NFL Blitz if I'm being quite honest. Not just because I like football or something like that. Just Blitz is a lot more interesting of a product, right? Because of it's just good. The dunks are fun, but hey, you know. All right, Liv, it's all good. I will talk to you later. We're just gonna play like another game. I'll roll right into yours, obviously. So, anyways, congratulations, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tournament Fighters. I think you're all right. I think you're pretty good. The next game on our list. So, ooh, boy, we got a whole bunch of them. Which one do I pick, though? I've been dreading this one for a long time. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's time we played this one. Ugh, gosh. Oh, Burmick, what do you think it is? Take a guess at home if you have a guess. I don't know. No, should I play that one? I don't know. Yeah, let's do this. Clay Fighter? It's not licensed. It's K-On! Time to Improve. It's not that one either. My Hero Zero. I mentioned this earlier this week. Licensed by Kaneko. Kaneko did some other stuff, which I don't really remember. Come on. Why isn't it capturing? Oop, there it goes. There's our boy. Here comes the boy. Fuck. It's not Shaq Fu. Not licensed. I mean, is Shaq a license? I guess technically Shaq is a license, if you want to put it that way, right? Fuck. This game. I had this game growing up. I had this game on my disc copier, if you will. Chester Cheetah, Too Cool to Fool. Let's look up some of the fun history about this game. 1992. Oh, brother. What can I say? It's Chester Cheetah. There's obviously Adver Gaming, if you technically want to put it, right? Right up there with like Cool Spot, right? I cannot find any development history on this game. What is going on? There we go. 1992. That's all I can find on it. This is literally all I can find on it. I mean, I could bring out some other Kaneko games, right? What's the Kaneko make? Shogun Warriors? DJ Boy? What is DJ Boy? Sounds somewhat familiar. I think it was like a platformer, I think, for like Sega Genesis or something like that. Gal's Panic. That's right. I've heard of that. It's like a Japanese kind of spicy game, if I'm not mistaken, for arcades. That's right. It's the game that's like Kicks, but it's... You know what Kicks is? It's where like you have like a little cursor that you move around the screen and you like make boxes. And if you're like not on a completed box as you're drawing this entire area, it's like you can get hit by like an enemy and die. But you're like, there's almost always like a sexy photo of a lady behind in the background that you're like drawing to unlock, basically. It's, look, video games, right? Did they make anything else? Super Kicks? Sure, why not? The Kung Fu Master, Jackie Chan? What? Oh my god, that's right. They made the Jackie Chan Fist of Fire games. Those arcade fighters with Jackie Chan it's got like FMV Jackie Chan. Like it's like, whoa, sexy kicks. What? Kaneko. Oh, jeez. Anyways, let's play this game. I guess. Oh gosh, I hit the close button by accident. Do that. Hold on. I can't believe they made Jackie Chan Fist of Fire. I knew I heard this name somewhere. Oh gosh. So again, I had this game growing up. Oh wait, hold on. I guess that's fun. I guess I have to press select to toggle the menu. Sure. Jump? Question mark? Yeah, B. Dash on R? I mean, okay. Also, I like that I press left to make the number go up, and then you press right to make the number go down, which is a little backwards, if you ask me, compared to most video games, but hey, can't ask for everything, right? Here we go. Also, there's no audio, apparently. Chester Cheetah here. I'm Righteous Kitty from the heart of Hip City, but right now I'm being held against my will. I don't want to read the rest of this. Yo, friend, it's time to split this den with Mean Eugene on the scene. What the fuck? So you gotta jump. You can walk around. There's a dash button. Crouch. Well, this cool roller skating turtle got us. I don't know what picking those up does, but it's doing whatever it's doing. I'm holding on to R and it's not dashing, funnily enough. Well. Okay, I think we're taking damage, so... Let's get that... Oh, gosh. Retro Chris! Oh my god. Sorry, I'm like... Retro Chris, thank you so much for that wonderful sub. Much, much appreciated, my friend. Thank you again. Much, much, much appreciated. I was like so flabbergasted by how bad this game feels that I could barely even muster the energy to thank you for that. But thank you so much, Retro Chris, obviously. 2 months in a row. Love to see it. Retro Chris, have you ever seen this game before? Because, oh dear. I can go down here apparently. Tapping the B button seems to make you go a little bit faster. I'm worried that this is going all the way backwards. Why the guitar music is playing now and not before, I don't know. What's it called? This is Chester Cheetah, Too Cool to Fool. Because, look, I gotta play everything, right? Retro Chris, you... it's like... Retro... Oh yeah, right, that game. I have it blocked. It's probably smart. Oh, I got some shoes. Does that mean I can dash? I can finally run now! Right into another enemy. Looks like I have the running shoes. Oh, I like this. I like this. Just great. I picked up the sunglasses and now it's dark? What? What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do, video game? I can't. So I don't remember anything about this game other than I had it as a kid and I knew it was bad back then. I ejected all of it other than maybe like how it looks from my memory. Am I supposed to walk through the legs? Maybe. Why did I hit the dash button? Why would I hit the dash button? Why would I do that? God. Oh, of course. Dude. No, we're going all the way back. I need to see the end of this level. Fine. Great. Great. Love to see it. I guess Arrow is saying go down, but I could just keep going instead. So... Burmick, I had this on my disc copier, which means that... Oh my gosh. Which means that I was given this game from my cousin overseas. I didn't willfully, like, rent it and then copy it or something like this. I just... Oh my gosh, this... This walk speed. Hey, why don't you... Why can't I leave? Why can't I leave? It says exit right here. I swear to God, if it's like you need to like collect... Oh my gosh. You need to collect more of these like little collectibles and I haven't gotten enough of them or something. Like... This walk speed is terrible. Is this like a cool spot situation where like you have to collect more of these dots or whatever? Collect all the Cheetos, I guess. Richard says, I played the new Mario and Luigi game today. Seeing this animation is just ugh. We got tires, so go to the... Okay. Sure. What is this music? What is this? Who made this again? Kaneko? Oh, I guess we're trying to complete the whole bike. Kaneko. From Suganami, Japan. Since 1980. Yeah, they're kind of just the Gals Panic people, huh? Oh my god. Shut up, video game. I forgot about these games and did not. Kaneko was responsible for this. In summer 1994, Kaneko closed its US branch, which I sure. Okay, so in 1982, it began its video game business as a developer of Taito's video games. Sure. In 1990, Kaneko began to make its own video games under the Kaneko brand. In summer 1994, if anyone else remembers this at home, Retro Chris, maybe you will, because I know you're, well, you have a lot of knowledge when it comes to this retro stuff. Summer 1994, Kaneko closed its US branch and canceled game projects such as Fido Dido. The Sprite people. Fido Dido was Sprite, right? I think. Or Crystal Pepsi or something? It was Pepsi. Right. Oh my gosh. Fido Dido. Not something I've exactly thought of in forever. It was another 7-Up dude, like after the Cool Spot. Later, he was replaced with Cool Spot as a 7-Up brand mascot. So it was before Cool Spot. Jesus Christ. But also, I didn't mention this. Canceled game projects such as Fido Dido and Socks the Cat Rocks the Hill. Kaneko was going to... I did not have any clue Kaneko was going to be the publisher for Socks the Cat Rocks the Hill. If you don't know what Socks the Cat Rocks the Hill is, friends, which... Gosh, great timing with the political hellscape that is today, I guess. I apologize for making you think about this even. Socks the Cat was a canceled project that I'd only ever heard of like in like rumors at the time. Look at this. I would note, what was the year again? What year? 1993. The game stars Socks, the real-life presidential pet cat of the Clinton family during Bill Clinton's tenure in office. Originally scheduled for release in 1993, Socks the Cat experienced delays. It was ultimately canceled due to the closure of publisher Kaneko's US branch. Prototype copy eventually entered the hands of private collectors. Following a successful Kickstarter, ROM image was released to the public. Fuck. That's Bill Clinton, all right, playing because saxophones. He played them. Set in Washington, D.C., Socks the Cat Rocks the Hill follows the title character as he makes his way past spies, politicians, and news media to warn the Clinton family of a stolen nuclear missile launch device. He makes heavy use of political satire, which I'm sure all stands up today, including bosses designed as caricatures of U.S. presidents, or former U.S. presidents, and other political figures. Nintendo reportedly liked the game despite their censorship policies during the era, which condemned games with political content. Political satire was also praised by critics. Give me names! As the game was otherwise found to be average. So yeah, this game got finally released in 2018, right? From this year, Burmick. because the prototype basically got unearthed, which people knew of this game, like in hushed tones, essentially, right? But the prototype was actually found at this time, and then that's when this Kickstarter happened, and the ROM image was released to the public, I guess. So, Real-Time Associates. Not a name I've heard in a very long time. Good lord. Anyways. You're a part of the Kickstarter? Good lord, Retro Chris. Shoutouts to you. You must rank this game. So here's the other thing, right? It's K-On! Technically, I have yet to consider if I was going to put unreleased video games on this list. So, I don't know. Technically not a licensed product. I have not ranked any unlicensed products, admittedly. Would it be better than this fucking game? Possibly. Possibly. I can't get over how bad this jump is. This is just... What the fuck? I cannot control him as he's bouncing around like this, I should note. I can for sure say it is better than this crap. I'd like to hope so. Oh my god, what is going on here? Why do I have this monkey friend? They're not, I mean, they're not doing anything. They're just following me, I guess. I cannot, okay, I can climb these. The glacial pace that everything seems to move at this game, in this game is wild. Aside from how bad like these hitboxes are and stuff. Oh, that hurts you. It's not a friend. Got the shoes. The shoes don't make you climb faster. I guess I can run. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh! Oh my god, I don't know how that happened. Oh, that's the end of this level. Okay. I guess if I just hold on to the dash button, he swings for a little bit, it seems. This feels terrible. Also, great. We just smashed in that tree. Ugh. You're right. That's what we need the monkey for. Okay. Go to the exit. No, not the exit. Go to exit is what it says. What a lame sound effect. You're totally shrewd, dude. Now that you're on a roll, let's rally in Gator Alley. Let's go. Fuck. Christ. Zero swords. You're not wrong. Or zero. You're not wrong. That was worse than I remember. I'm not gonna lie. I knew this game was bad. I knew. But yet, alas, sometimes something is just worse than even your nostalgia that already knew something was. It's just... What does that say, actually, right? What does it say when it's like you remember something being really terrible even back then, right? I would have been... So this game came out in 1992, and I had it on the disc system, so I probably played this when I was about anywhere between 9 to probably 12 years old. I'm gonna say probably 11 or 12, probably. I don't remember when I got that disc copier, or when I got that giant crate of floppy disks for my cousin, right? Which this game was in there because my cousin apparently liked inflicting this upon me, I guess. Jesus. What does that mean when it's like back then I knew it was bad, and then you play it today and you're like, this is worse than I remember? The game does not approach the creativity nor greatness of Addams Family. Not even. This has to be close to Pac-Man 2. Looking at things through shit tinted glasses. So I think what it says is probably one of two things, or both, right? It means my tastes have evolved, right? So, and or also it means I had taste back then. So that's reconfirming. That's good. I feel like there's something deeper to say about that though, right? Like, other than the fact that it's like, I can recognize when a game is of quality, right? More in my adulthood, because your tastes change, but also your tastes evolve, and you'd like to hope you can regain retrospective from your nostalgia, which is quite literally the whole point of this series, right? I've said that many times. But when something is worse, it's like it's not just like, I would play this when I was a kid, like a lot of kids would have when they had bad video games, right? Because it's not that you didn't know better even, it's just what you had, right? I consider myself extremely fortunate growing up that I had a lot of games to play on my Super Nintendo and also my NES as well, and Super Famicom, on my original Famicom and also my NES, by virtue of having some really nice family members that shared with me their collections, some of which included not the most legal forms of those games at the time, right before the existence of the internet, obviously. But it's like, you played it anyways, right? Because it's like, you're just more curious, or either like, you didn't get a whole lot of other video games, but you just played them anyways because you own them, right? This account says, also when you were young, like if you had a game good or bad, you were stuck with it for a while. Yeah, you're just stuck with it for a while. You just learned to tolerate it. It wasn't even a matter of quality, right? It was just like, okay, now it's coming out, like, I remember this game being bad when I was a kid, right? But not only did I remember it being bad, I remember playing it more because I'm like, there has to be something more here, right? And I still have that today, but today I'm like, I'm not willing to put in the energy, because back then I had the time, right? I have some time today for this game, don't get me wrong, but it's like, I don't want to, because I feel like I'm like, my bones are crumbling the dust literally as I'm playing, because I'm like, it's just a waste of my goddamn time, right? Richard says, have you tried Blackthorn yet? Yes, I have. It's right here. Number 78. Retro Chris. I liked it not as much as Shadowrun, which I think is interesting, because I think those games share a similar vibe. It's Kaon. Guess what else I had on that disc system? Bubsy 1. Guess what else I played a ton of? Because I had it, and because I was like, there's got to be something more here when I was a kid. Bubsy 1. Did I enjoy it? Fuck no. Hated it. Anyways. Where's the rank? I'll just get right to the point. This is worse than Super Godzilla. Right? This is so much worse than Super Godzilla. It's absolutely worse than Adam Shanley. You're right about that, it's Kaon. Like, I can appreciate how Chester Cheetah looks. It looks like Chester Cheetah. The art is not terrible, right? For Chester Cheetah. Everything else in the world, while colorful as it may be, just looks highly generic and uninteresting, if I'm being honest. Even if colorful and vibrant, it feels fake. There's also the factor that, you know, I have to consider, like, this is an advertisement game, right? A game that's already going to have a sense of cringe behind it in a certain way. It's worse than James Pond 3. This is worse than Earthworm Jim, reluctantly saying so. Is this game worse than The Adventures of Dr. Franken? Yeah, I think so. Yes, it's worse than Batman Forever. It's worse than Captain Novolin. No, it's worse. It's worse. Is it worse than Bram Stoker's Dracula? Man. Dracula's rough. It's not as bad as Time Cop. I'm willing to relegate that. Time Cop is miserable, right? Like, I say this all the time when it comes to Time Cop, okay? Go try it for yourself, okay? It's like Chester Cheetah feels slow and not good at all, right? But it doesn't feel as bad as the way Time Cop does when Time Cop does that turnaround animation. Ooh, that's terrible. And the combat, oh, ugh, yuck, yuck. Not saying the combat's good in this game. Generally speaking, you stomp on something, it works. But half the time when it's like you hit anywhere on the side hitbox of something, it's not going to work. Ugh, gosh, this game. Mary Shelley's Frankenstein had a whole RPG element with items? Fuck. Is this worse than Dracula? Is this worse than Bram Stoker's Dracula? Psygnosis. Good lord. The Lemmings people! Wait, did they make Lemmings? I think they made Lemmings, right? I'm pretty sure they... I know they didn't Wipeout. Oh my gosh. This menu. That's right, DMA did Lemmings, you're right. You're right. Psygnosis did Wipeout and something else I'm forgetting. Did they? No, that was IDOS. I could look it up, but I don't care enough to right now. Oh my god, please, just keep going. That's... Oh gosh. Oh, this game. I can't believe I just died there. Let's just hit turbo on this. Shadow of the Beast, another Amiga classic. Oh boy. That sounds terrible. It's K-On. That... My brain is not able to comprehend what Shadow of the Beast is, but it sounds very familiar. Where's this sword? It's down here somewhere or something, I think. There it is. Great, we got a bigger sword now. We're Jonathan Harker here. Shadow Beast is great? I don't remember what that is, Retro Chris. It sounds so familiar, though. Oh, brother. This... At least I got this sword this time. Last time we played, we didn't pick this up. And we had that really shitty short-range weapon at the beginning for a very long time. Cool, I'm so glad that boulder could fall on my head. You know, bats, because Dracula, right? Isn't there a boss battle here somewhere? Beware! Yeah, right, this. Nope. Oh my god. Oh my god! The acceleration on this run! You can't, like... You know, I hate this, don't get me wrong. No, I don't hate it. It's not good. It's not good. Right? But, like, it works. For the most part. It looks terrible, though. It sounds pretty terrible, all told. The way the hitboxes work is terrible. It's extremely uninteresting. Where am I gonna get this dynamite, John? Oh. Jesus Christ. The way this camera works is awful. What are these enemies? I don't know. Hey, Burmick, this is, I died, just goes immediately. Continue! Yes or no? Sure. This is Bram Stoker's Dracula. Please, it's Kaon. Respect on that name, right? Bram Stoker paid to have that licensing. They didn't pay. They were doing the movie. This is a movie license game, Burmick. This is for Bram Stoker's Dracula, you know. The one with, like, Keanu Reeves and... what's his name? Oh, gosh. Sure, give me another sword. It's the same thing. Anthony Hopkins is Van Helsing, right? Can't believe that kills you. Winona Ryder, that's right. Who's the Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy guy? Gary Oldman, yeah. There's the dynamite, I guess. Do you see how that bounces when you throw? It's the shittiest dynamite I've ever seen in my entire life. Haven't tried Terranigma? Not yet. It's on the list though, Retro Chris. I'm thinking about it. RPGs, again, they take a really long time, right? So I like to reserve those for their own episode if I'm playing them on my for stream, right? Oh, right. This part. This is where we died when we played it on the stream last time. I don't know why this dragon is here, but I think we did this last time too. This spike trap is here for No Good Reason, if I'm not mistaken. If I go there, yeah, that second one will come out. But then there's more, so... What are you supposed to do? It's not a path up. Throw some dynamite in there or what? It just ricochets and bounces away. Like, it doesn't even land on the ground and blow up. Do I need to enter the dragon? I guess. Or let's go do a Bruce Lee. Sure. I don't know how I would. How about some dynamite? No, it's just going to rebound and hit that skeleton behind us. I was fully ready to say Dracula is better than this Chester Cheetah game we just played. But after running to that at the end, seeing that dynamite, I don't know. I don't know anymore. That game is terrible. God. Ugh. Any thoughts? Any thoughts on this one? Both these games are still not worse than Time Cop. I'll at least admit that much. But this game... It's Chester Cheetah game. I don't know. I think Cheetah's worse. Cheetah plays worse. I'll grant you that. Genesis Dracula is better? I doubt it. It's K-On! I somewhat doubt that. Well, don't do that, Retro Chris. I like having you around. Don't do that. There's got to be a way to get past that, right? There's got to be. There's got to be. Oh, I hope this isn't too loud. Here it is. Okay, I did that. I also did that and didn't know what the hell I was doing. Okay, they're jumping up. Duck. Of course. Of course. Of course. Of course. Of course. What can I say? I'm just not an elite gamer, right? I'm just not. Not to figure that one out. You just duck. Of course. Even though the hitboxes are way effed up, I'm sure y'all saw, right? Those hitboxes definitely did not look like you should be able to duck that. Yeah. You're right. You're right, Retro Chris. Chester Cheetah, too cool to fool, but not cool enough to fool me. You're new number 148. You are terrible. Terrible video game. Part 37. There we go. I have Plock on my list yet. It's not on the... I haven't played it yet, no. Retro Chris. I have it on my rundown sheet, though. It's on a list. Plock is up there with... who made Plock? I forgot. Software Creations, right. Plock is on my list of British game dev games that I would like to group together, right? Plock is right up there with like Sensi, you know? That old Sensible Soccer and like a handful of other games, which I won't fully reveal quite yet, but you know, some good ones, some bad ones, a lot of bad ones, not gonna lie. A lot of bad ones. Plock though, I actually had Plock growing up. I had the actual cart for it. That art style is incredible. You know, it looks great. It doesn't play incredible necessarily, but it's, you know, it's okay. It's okay. I remember the box art for that game being really wild. It's all like claymation when claymation seemed cool, but it wasn't as bad to play as Clay Fighter, you know? So, Sensible Soccer, another me classic. Yeah. Yep. Gosh, Chester Cheetah. Get out of here. Get out of here. We have a lot more bad video games, folks, but we're not going to get around today. Had a little bit of later start today. I was hoping I could go for another extra hour, but late start, had some work stuff to take care of today, unfortunately, so not possible. But thank you so much for joining me today. Retro Chris, thank you so much for that that sub you gave earlier. Obviously, much appreciated. Birdmick, you gave one recently, just the other day. Thank you again so much if you're still there. Much appreciated. Love you all so much. Again, anytime anyone decides to throw any amount of cash my way or something like that, super thankful, super grateful for everyone's wonderful support. And if you can't, totally cool too, right? Just glad to have you along for the ride. The follows are nice, right? If you want to do the thing, I'm not even doing the promo right now, but we're doing the promo, I guess. But it's like, you want to help me out, you know, obviously, like, tell your friends if they, you know, think maybe this show would be cool for them, right? I'd love to have them. Because, you know, I say it all the time. Like, everyone that shows up to this thing, 99.9% of y'all are awesome. Except for, like, the one few times when I get, like, a weird troll in here and I have to ban them, blah, blah, blah. It's only happened, like, twice. I've only had to, like... That's pretty good, right? It's like one person was being racist, and then the other person was, literally, their, like, first chat was, like, talking mess about the Customs Forge community, saying they were, like, a crap community. And I'm like, I don't think so. It's fine to have an opinion, but also, like, don't come in here with that being the first energy you're bringing to me. Like, no way. Get out of here. Too many lovelies in that community for me to agree with that. That's for sure. So, yeah, you get a couple. It's the internet. It is what it is, right? But everyone else, amazing, right? So, when amazing people have amazing friends, you know, obviously, I'm more than happy to have them as well. I trust y'all. So, thank you again so much for joining me today. Let's do the promo and let's get out of here. Of course, this episode will be... Oh, this glaringly white screen reflects right in my face. Of course, this episode will be... Let's try this one more time. I swear I know how to do this. The streaming thing. Every now and then. Once in a while. This show, of course, will be archived over here at youtube.com/@RJLee. If you're watching this on the VOD, hey VOD. Love what you do, VOD. Or even if you're like already here and you want to watch the whole episode, hello again to you. But of course, if you haven't already, like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff that makes us content creators feel good in our tum-tums. But of course, why don't you join us live? This wonderful crowd over here. People like Retro Chris or It's Kaon or Burmick or other people who showed up earlier, like My Hero Zero and Dull Focus, right? Fixer Her Die. We're going to rate a little later. We'll get there. Lucky Hyena. Thank you so much for joining me earlier today. Yeah. Come on over. Join these people. They're really cool. Twitch.tv/RJLee. Give me a follow. It's also free, right? Get a handy little notification when the show goes live. Of course, if you wish to support this show, just like Retro Chris did and Burmick did the other day, you can pass me a couple bucks with a Twitch subscription. Of course, I'll gladly take your Bezos bucks, of course, as well. If you have an Amazon Prime membership. You get a free Prime sub, which I will gladly take that. If you're wishing to offload it, I will gladly take that off your hands if you wish. And of course, again, always super grateful anyone decides to do that. But if you wish to bypass all that business, of course, a tip and or donation, we'll gladly accept that as well. Thank you so much for anyone who's ever passed me a tip or a donation, or, you know, the bits or the subs or anything, all that stuff. It's just, you choose, right? Of course, I didn't even say this at the top of my show, but of course, if you wish to suggest a Super Nintendo game yourself, I always take suggestions. But if you pass me either a $20 tip or 8 gift subs or 2,000 bits, I will just have to play your game right away. Not at the end of the show, obviously. We'll probably table it or something like that if you give me something at the end of the show. But of course, as long as I'm not playing someone else's game, and as long as it's not at the very end of the show, I have to play your game ASAP, which means top of the show if those things I mentioned, or after I finish someone else's game. But thank you so much for anyone who's ever done that. Ooh, I love when people, again, it's like, I always like to ask when people, you know, give me the big bucks to play a Super Nintendo game for them and they want to see it. It's like, I'd love to know what makes that game tick for another person and stuff like that, and have an actual conversation around it, because I'll play the game for at least, you know, 30 minutes to an hour, maybe even more. It's like, I just like being able to find something interesting about that game. Not just in terms of like, hey, this game's good. It's like, no, like, why do people think this game is good? Why do I think it's good right now for me? Why did the person recommending it to me think it's good, right? I think all that stuff is super cool. Playing lottery so I can get you to play Uniracers. It's Kaon. I've already played Uniracers. It is, where is it? It's very high. Is it around here? No, it's higher. It's absolutely higher, right? Not that high. Where the heck is Uniracers? Nope. I know how to type, I swear to God. Why is it not I'm typing Control F in here and it's not doing the search for me. Why is it doing this? Look around 30. This doesn't seem right. 20. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Burmick. People in chat have much better eyes than I do. Uniracers. Number 2. I'm like, I know it's high. It's like, I'm looking down, I'm like, it's like I was doing a mini ranking of like Uniracers, right? And I'm just like, Uniracers is better than Final Fight 3. It's better than Turtles in Time. There's no way it's as low as Super Ghouls and Ghosts, even though that's still pretty high in my opinion. Part 14. Thank you for that. It's Kaon. But, of course, you want to check out this list for yourself, go to tinyurl.com/SNES ranking. See this full list for yourself. And all these finely curated, what are we at? 150 something? 152 Super Nintendo games. Of course, you come to my personal website via this URL. It takes you exactly to this ranking. And there's a handy YouTube link beside every single video, beside every single SNES game, and a time-coded link that goes directly to when we started playing that game. Very handy resource. Of course, if you'd like to possibly request a game yourself, and then you come over here, and then you're like, you know, I want to suggest a game that you haven't played yet. That's great. But you can also even say, I would need you to play Cannon Fodder again. Cannon Fodder is way better than 75, or worse. And then I have to play Cannon Fodder again, right? Some might even say, I think Mary Shelley's Frankenstein is way better than the second worst video game of all time. Play it again. Rank it again. I have to do it. I have to do it. It's the rules, right? It's the rules. And I guarantee you, I will find something interesting to say about it still, right? just because something is terrible. I mean, let's just put it this way. I didn't finish it. I didn't even come close to finishing that first level. I didn't even come close to understanding there's a inventory system in this game. What the hell? Anyways, thank you to everyone who's ever thrown me a couple bucks yet again. I sound like a broken record every time I say that, but I mean it every goddamn time. So thank you again so much. Scan says, I think if any of us played it with the RPG crafting thing in mind, it would change the experience, but I also never want to play it again. It's Kaon. When I was playing it, I remember you even saying it was like you can stop if you want, or something. You said something like this. Someone in my chat said that. I think it was you, It's Kaon. I don't fully remember. So if I'm misattributing, I'm sorry. It's Kaon. I'm pretty sure I heard you say something like, you've gotten way farther than I have playing this game. You can just stop. And I was like, I need to know more. So, curiosity killed the cat, right? Me, the curious cat who wants to know more about Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. Terrible video game. But just terrible enough to the point where, hypothetically speaking, if I ever had to play, hypothetically speaking, if I had a stream where it was like, play all these terrible Super Nintendo games again, you are absolutely goddamn right. Frankenstein is making that list, right? I'm absolutely playing that game again. There's no way in hell. Everyone knows this by now, right? You've seen it. It's like, I think a lot of people that show up to my show and stuff know this by now. There's a really good chance that when a game is that bad, right? And notorious, right? Like the way Pac-Man 2 is, which again, we are going to play that game again. You know Frankenstein is going to get played again at some point, right? I don't say it actively, but guaranteed it's going to show up eventually on some dumb whim that I have. Or someone pays me to it, who knows, right? Both are willing to happen. Anyways, let's get out of here. As always, thank you again. I'm going to cut to my end card. Then we're going to raid Liv after this. All right? Check out what fun horror game she's playing. All right, y'all. Thank you so much again. I will talk to you tomorrow, where we're going to do some more. Is it Elden Ring tomorrow? I think it's Elden Ring tomorrow. Let me check my calendar really quick. I should have said this before I start doing the sign off. No, tomorrow is Rocksmith Day. We're going to do some Rocksmith tomorrow, folks. So 6 p.m., right? It's get, it's like, I say it for kind of like Friday night because it's like, get a little bit louder, right? It's like, it's like me stomping around in this room and stuff like that. It's like my neighbors aren't going to complain about it when it gets too late. So we're definitely going to do that. Hopefully show up for that. That'll be a fun time. Thanks again, everyone. We're going to hit this end card. And again, we'll be right back and we'll raid someone. But to the VOD, I'll talk to you later. Check you next time. Thanks, y'all. Oop, gotta find my scene. Ah, there it is. Don't come a knocking, right, Burmick? Oh, great. People in my VOD are gonna have no idea what I'm talking about.